Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are on God's great earth. My name is Corey Baker, author of The Game Changer, a 52-week curriculum for a successful reentry. I'd like to go over a couple things that's covered in the transitional manual. I also have a workbook that'll be available on Amazon as well. The book, The Game Changer, is now available on Amazon. If you search Corey Baker, The Game Changer, it will come up. It's $29. The book is a full curriculum of everything that you can imagine one would need to go through. There's spaces in here to write things down for self-reflection and set goals, writing down contacts, keeping yourself abreast of where you are, being able to monitor your process. But let's get into it. I'm going to just go through some of the contents that's in this book. It starts with week 1, self-reflection and assessment. As we all know, everything starts with and ends with you. So you have to be honest about where you are in this equation and how you factor in. And you're the most important part. So if you're not willing to hold yourself accountable, you're going to be off to a heavy start. Because in order to get somewhere, you have to know that you're the one responsible for taking you there. With that being said, week 2, creating a plan of action. We all know that without a plan of action, we're like a ship just sailing out in the sea with no destination. So, having a plan of action is definitely important and needed for your successful reentry. Making contact with resources, navigating the application process. Back there that's going to be coming home. When I've already been through the process, I know what they're going to be facing when they get out here, and I want to go back in there and teach them and educate them and prepare them so they don't come out here and be discouraged once they find out that, it's not over when you get home. You think just because you're free and they release you, but you still got this X on your back. So there's different things that you're going to have to go through. So you're going to need to build that patience. You're going to have to build that mental toughness. You're going to have to know that, hey, things not going to happen overnight. You got to totally reinvent yourself and reposition yourself in society in order to succeed. So yes, another part of the problem is the fact that the community, the very community that wants a person to come out here and say, okay, well, you did the crime, you come back out here and you need to do the right thing, but you don't give the people the resources. If you put a person back out here and they don't have the proper resources, then what else do they have? And that's something that I think that we really need to focus on as a whole.